See, are we going to get anyone coming in today? I hope so. See, let's get some baseboard on here. Or skirting board as we call it in the UK. Let's see. Let's hope I did not destroy my mesh. I'm gonna get a solidify on this now. There we go. That's working good. We need to grab our edge here though. Let's see, let's hope people come. We can hope people come and it'll be a good stream. Let's see. I guess it all depends on if I'm entertaining enough. I might not be. I might be really boring. Let's hope. Let's hope and see if anyone joins. This is a very sort of chill beats vibe. Gotta love it when the beats are chill. Let's see, let's get this stream going. Got a tuna can here. We need to get a vase in here. Start working on. Let's start working on a vase. I'm not sure is that good or not. If anybody watches this back, I'm thinking about starting to play around with some stupid voices. Interesting, all the sort of tutorials online are saying not to make things like this anymore. I think they're wrong, but I think they're definitely wrong because if you build it up a little bit more, if you build up your pots and stuff a little bit more slowly, they tend to come out better. You tend to get the shape that you want instead of the shape that you're just trying to clone, which I think is really useful. I think that's super useful. See, look, that doesn't even need a sub-surf. It looks fine without one. Look at that. I'm gonna give it one anyway, but you could use that without even a sub-surf modifier. It's getting better. The scene is definitely getting better. We're not getting views though. It's a shame. It would be good if somebody chimed in the chat and just like get a little party going here, but I think maybe you would need someone to keep clothes, wouldn't you? So maybe we need a little chest of drawers. Let's start working on that. Let's give them really three really thin, sparse straws. Sure, I shouldn't have put these ones in first. Yeah, 3 thin, sparse drawers. Okay, there's a logical inconsistency there with what I'm actually trying to do, because I can't keep a midpoint if I've got 3 divisions. There we go, that's a bit better. So now we need to get these, and we need to create some depth. This means our middle drawers are going to be a bit thinner than our top ones. That's okay. No drawer is perfect. I could just fix it up if I wanted to. But I don't actually really want to. It seems like a lot of work for not a lot of benefit. Get a bevel on this, it's going to look alright though. There we go. See, that's looking better. Instantly that's looking a bit better. Hopefully we'll have some people join. It'd be good to have a fun stream tonight. I mean, this might be the last time we're doing any major modeling on this scene. The next session or later in this one, we're gonna have to start texturing it, so. I don't mind with keeping this hexagonal as well. We can see how it is with the sub-surf. And it works pretty good with the sub-surf, actually. I like that. If we play with our angle here, we should be able to get a... Okay, those look like drawers. Can we just add in here to make this look a bit better? My poor stream is dead. I should probably push F for my own chat, because I killed it. That's better. Starting to get our normals fixed. Maybe we're gonna need to do some texturing this in an external app. It looks pretty good for a jail cell. Let's see how it looks in cycles. That's looking good. I think we need to fill it with a lot more stuff though. I think we need cloth. But we should start our texturing first, really. Let's start working on some light, actually. I think we want some light coming from inside here. Okay, that looks good. Maybe we need to make it even more sort of tungsten-y. So I think we can use this as an element in the scene. So I'm just going to grab both of these and I'm just going to turn off my environmental lighting, I think, for a bit. So then at this window we need an area light too. It's gonna emulate light coming in from the outside. Hey Alice, we're modeling your prison cell here. It's gonna look good. I need to crank up the intensity of this. Where's my fuzzy pink rug? We can get you a fuzzy pink rug. It's like a spotlight, but it's much, much wider. Oh, you're gonna love what's on the other side of this wall. You're gonna love it. Ah, there we go. That lighting is looking nicer. But hold on, let's come back in solid blue. Cat girls must not riot. Nintendo privileges will be revoked. And there is here a little television, and we're gonna get a little Nintendo going for you. In fact, maybe I'll give you a Sega. We're all nerds here, Alice. You are among the nerdiest of us. You're the confirmed nerd, Alice. You stay up till 3 AM playing Zelda and Mario. It's not allegations, Alice. I've seen you do it. These are not allegations. These are confirmed hard facts. You're up every night on the Nintendo. And then you try and dump your Nintendo 64 assets out into Unreal Engine, and you try and build scenes with it. Because you love the game so much, you just want to remake them over and over and over again. I've seen you do it. Let's see, I know what we're going to add first, though. I know what we're going to add to this scene first. I mean, someone does have to make Skies of Arcadia 2. We can't just have it going unmade. I think outside your cell, though, I think I'm going to put a pillory. Let's see, is this still going to look good in Eevee? Oh god, that looks so bad in Eevee. I mean, the pillory, it was a Catholic thing. They were all Catholics at the time. And the stake. Then again, burning witches at the stake was more of a Protestant thing in the end. believe the Salem whack jobs were Protestant, weren't they? The Salem gang. Yes, I believe that was actually done by a sort of crazy Lutheran cult. So we've got a nice place for you to keep your clothes. So let's get you a rug. Should we see if we can do this with a particle system? Let's see, I haven't used particle hair in a while. Big rug. Oh yeah, Ergot. I know a lot of things in history are blamed on ergot poisoning. I'm not sure how much I actually believe it. I tend to think ergot poisoning was actually pretty rare. Scott, I have not used. I've not used the hair simulation in like 2 years, so let's try 3000, and we want to go in a render. And we want to hit B-spline, render as path, children, interpolated children. So we got that going on, and then we need to give it a groom. I usually just use it for shitty grass. I mean, it is really good for shitty grass. I want to go for 8 segments. Let's see, I don't want to overpower the hair engine here. Unity tutorial when? I'm actually not that good in Unity. I've only ever used it for game modding, so like sort of import in, export out stuff. 7 Days to Die uses it, and I was working on a Roman mod for 7 Days to Die. I had like assets set up, and there were building segments and stuff and everything, and my hard drive died and it all got lost, and it was like a month's work, and now I'm sad because it was going to release that mod and people probably would have played it. But yeah, I mean, I've still got the drive here. I've still got the drive here, but I don't know, I think the controller's toast. I've tried powering it up. If I could get a read on it, by plugging it into something, or powering it a different way, then I thought maybe it would have worked, but I've tried sort of the basic data recovery steps. Yeah, but it would be expensive. It would be expensive. It's sort of, to get a data recovery done is like hundreds. And would I rather 2 years of my work was lost, or would I rather a bunch of SSDs? It's okay, I saved most of it. Most of it was around in some forms or another. So we need a hair material now too, so we need to go into... Okay, let's work on the groom first. There we go, we've got... Puff it a bit. If we go into rendered... Okay, that looks like a rug. Bring it close to the ground. And then we need to make... You wanted a pink rug. I told you to get a helium drive. Check out shading. We need to create a new material. Am I going to call this pink rug? And then we need a hair material. A hair shader, should I say? Now we need to make this pink. Maybe lighter. I think we need more children. Resident Evil style backgrounds. I mean, I could. I could do some retro. Some retro lookalike stuff. I think we need to make this more messy. I think we've got problems in our groom. We got the puff tool. If we just puff it up a bit. And then do we have a crinkle tool? Oh, some have got a crinkle tool. Let's see. Let's come back out and see how it looks rendered. Okay, it looks rug-like. I don't really like the edge though. We need to do stuff to something to hide all of this around the edge. Maybe give it a border. I don't think that pre-rendered backgrounds are gonna make a comeback though. Because there's just no point with the technology we currently have available. You can fake the look of a pre-rendered background much more easily than actually doing one. See, actually, if we go back from that, that's not too bad, but we need to... If we P selection, then we'll have a bigger one, and if we kill off our particle system here... How do I kill the particle system? There we go. If we kill off our particle system there, and if we tab in, we need to give this a little rim to make it look more realistic. Just give that a darker material. Then if we go to rendered, oh no, I just added to the pink rug material. So you need to get rid of the pink rug material. I'm gonna make it dark. Okay, that looks like a fluffy pink rug. Alice, are you happy with your fluffy pink rug? You need to tell me. You need to tell me if this is... you're happy. Sorry, 1,000 yards. That's okay. We all have 1,000-yard stairs sometimes. It do go, bruh. It do go, bruh. I think we got to add in a pillory for you now, though. Just to make sure that you don't do too many crazy cat girl things. I'm going to try and do this with vertex, with some vertex babbling. Get median point again. That works. There we go, we've got something to use for our top half. This is a chill stream tonight. Not many people, but it's still chill. See, I've got a feeling a subdivision is gonna... Oh yeah, look at that, that looks terrible. These are pretty planar, so let's see if I can just fix it with an inset. Hey, look, an inset fixed it. Mostly. I mean, you could actually just smooth shade and pray on this one. It is one where smooth shade and pray would work. But, okay, that is gonna fix this. Sometimes the topology that actually works is the topology that appears to make no sense at all, as well. Okay, no one's gonna notice that little bit in the middle. Yeah, look, a little angle adjustment fixed it all up for us. Shading error's gone. So now we need a cube, I think. We'll do this with a cube. Hate when it makes these internal faces. This is an annoying bug with Blender, is when you bring out the extrusions to a mirror modifier, it doesn't kill the internal faces and it just makes it makes life not so good. We need to get rid of these on one side. There we go. That looks like a pillory for... Oh, we need to add some boards for you to stand on as well. It's fine though, we can... I think we can do that integral to the model. Good, no internal faces. There we go, that looks good. I think we're going to have this sitting just outside the room. That's better. Just give it a little render. See how it works. Gotta add the duck in the sink. Did we sculpt a new duck? Let's just sculpt a new duck. Alice, you're gonna have me sculpting ducks for eternity. I'm gonna do it more properly this time though. See, if I actually block out my duck, it'll be a better duck. Still not a good duck, but at least it's a better duck than last time. Scoliosis duck. Alice, you're terrible. Why are you giving this poor duck scoliosis? Maybe it's the prison cell for the duck now. Just got a giant duck up in here. Doing his ducky things. I'm gonna have the duck in the toilet. I've decided. There's gonna be a giant yellow rubber duck just in the toilet. It is not. This is a perfectly wholesome thing to be doing with a rubber duck. I think. Best target duck. You have cat food bowls. Alice, have you been eating out of the cat food bowl again? Why have you been eating out of cat food bowls? You see, this is why we need to have a prison for cat girls. Because they do things like eat out of the cat food bowl. I can handle anything. Alice is saying that I can't handle the cat girls. I can handle anything. This is why we're building a prison for them. We're building the prison so that your kind can be handled, Alice. Pocket sanding people doesn't even work, but what's throwing sand at someone gonna do? I wear Alice. I wear glasses. I wear glasses, Alice. Your tactics can't work. The pocket sand will not work on a Four Eyes. It's not cheating. It is not cheating. That's not cheating, it's fairsies. You know, I've never actually eaten pumpkin, not even in a pie. Americans always go on about how brilliant pumpkin pie is, but I've never gotten to try it. It makes me kind of sad, actually. I mean, would it even last in the post? Maybe I should just make one. I can cook things. You know I can cook things. After this, you'll have to share with me a really good pumpkin pie recipe. I think we need another area light in here. I think we need to simulate a bit more daylight into the front of the scene. Wow, actually just doubling up on that there works really well as well. I'm not sure how good that's going to be on render times. But maybe if I just hue shift it a bit, it's going to give some complexity to the lighting. Just blue shift it very slightly. You've got those whites and blues coming in with the reds, and then if we duplicate again and see in there, that's too much. Okay, that's looking like better lighting. Graham crackers. Are they, graham crackers what we kind of call Lotus here? We have like these things called Lotus Biscoff. I think they might be kind of similar to what you guys call graham crackers. We can start to see some lighting problems here. I don't want these to look like they're going off the ground. Yeah, that's better. It's a lot better. And do we need to... Probably it is the better name. I think Lotus might be like just the sort of the name of a brand of graham cracker that we have here, that we don't really use the term. This is starting to look like a prison cell. I think we need to add in the Nintendo. Now. What model of Nintendo do you want, Alice? You have to tell me, what model of Nintendo do you want in this? I'll give you a Nintendo 64, you're not getting the disc drive. I'll get you something Nintendo 64 like anyway. Let me see, I'm just gonna have to look up an image. By something Nintendo 64 like, it's gonna be a Dreamcast. Because the Dreamcast is basically a Nintendo 64, but with better games, and better graphics, and a disc drive. So really you're getting what you want. The Dreamcast realm would be a dream. Dreamcast is the most underrated console that ever was. Clearly 3 years ahead of its time. If the PlayStation 2 hadn't been coming out, the Dreamcast would have crushed it. They should have waited. With the Dreamcast, they should have waited and they should have put a DVD drive in it. If they'd have done that, then it would have been best console ever. Okay, let's give you a Nintendo. Let's give you what you want. This is Cat Girls. It's Cat Girls jail cell, so you can have a Nintendo 64. Let's see, it's not going to be branded though. It's not going to be branded, but I think I know what I'm doing, so. So we need to get kind of down to Nintendo size with this. How many streams are you watching at once, Alice? I need to move this. Okay, we are on connected only. Oh, a maze too. How is May? Has she been treating you right? Oh, that's sweet. I'm glad you and May are happy. We've got the kind of base of a sort of Nintendo-y thing going on here. I think we need a little bit more. This Nintendo might be a bit crude, Alice. It may not be the perfect Nintendo, but it would be Nintendo-y. It will definitely have the feel of a Nintendo 64. Hello, welcome. Morosa asks, what's the matter with the cat girls? The matter with the cat girls is that they have been causing too much chaos around the place. And so they need to be put in prison where they can play Nintendo and be happy. Because they're causing just too many problems out in the world. And they will prefer it in this prison than out in public, because they will have things like Nintendo 64s and pink rugs and stuff like that. Apparently Alice is going to break out. I don't really believe that, because I don't think they could fight their way out of a wet paper bag. But I've got to go back because I messed that up. Well, at least I know what I did. No, it's not like that at all. This is a wholesome jail for the cat girl. If we tab out here, we can see we have just all wholesome things for the cat girl. So we've got a rubber ducky in the toilet. We've got a prison tray here with a raw potato for the cat girl to eat, with its tuna straight from the can with no mayonnaise. It's got its television, it's got a little vase, it's got a toilet and a little duck. Little duck in the toilet just to keep the cat girl company. And bare bunk beds. We are going to add some bedding in a bit. Little place for the clothes. And look, we've got cat girls must not riot. Nintendo privileges will be revoked. So we keep the furries under control here. I'm allowing the auto-modded comment here. Alice is calling me a hoe. I didn't mean to call you a furry, Alice. That was very mean of me. You're a sweet cat girl, not a furry. I mean, I think there is a difference. There's a difference according to Catgirl. Then again, to be honest, the furries are a bit crazy. I wouldn't want to be associated with them either. I don't blame Alice for being skeptical about being grouped in with that lot. So, although no hate, however people want to live their lives, it's all good. But the life of a furry would not be for me. I mean, I am a terrible Brit. I am an absolute terrible Brit. Doing Britty things around the place. Although I could be an American for a little bit, and I could go down to the pharmacy and start doing things and things like that. And I don't know, guys, should I be a Brit? Should I be a Brit, or should I keep being an American? And just drinking my Starbucks all day and doing weird things on the internet. This is how Americans sound. I'm gonna allow this as well. Mock my accent again, and I'm gonna stab you with a needle. This is why the cat girls need to go into prison. See everybody, they're violent. The cat girls are violent. They can't be trusted. Unfortunately, the cat girls can't be trusted. You're not allowed sharp things anymore, Alice. See, I'm here making you a Nintendo for your prison cell. For the prison cell that you've been in for rioting, I'm here making you a Nintendo for your prison cell. that you can live in luxury, and you're threatening to... Then you're threatening to stab me and thinking about going out and buying a pocket knife. So, this is why the cat girls need to be controlled. So we've got kind of a debranded Nintendo thing coming on here for Catgirl. And I'm not sure that even in America, I'm not sure that carrying a knife makes you any safer, Alice. I know it can seem that way. But you gotta sometimes conflict avoidance is always much better than getting into a conflict. And it's also not always like a legally good thing. Like if you do get attacked and you have a weapon and you use it to defend yourself, sadly the way the law works in most places, I think that a lot of people now are recommending a really high-powered torch. You just go out and you get yourself like a 2000 lumen torch or something. And if you get attacked, you get one with a strobe function and you just shine it in the thug's eyes. And then you just give them a kick or something and run off, is what people are saying, because there's no way that anybody can argue that with a torch, you were out looking for trouble, so to speak. Alice, you need to tell me, does this look suitably Nintendo-y for you? Will this Nintendo kind of thing ease your time in jail? Got some fat legs, but it works. It does kind of. Let's see if we can sort the fat legs out a bit. I don't want to make it exactly the same though. But hey, that looks a bit better. I'm just going to add a little bit of detailing as well. We add a little insert around these edges. We can maybe get something to differentiate it from a Nintendo a bit. There we go, that's Nintendo-ish. I gotta make a... Oh, she wants a game to play while she's in prison. That's reasonable. It's reasonable to want a cartridge in the Nintendo. That is definitely a reasonable request, so we're going to see if we can fulfill it here. I'm going to make it big and cartoony though as well. There we go. There we go, we've got a console. We've got a console for Cat Girl Prison. That's going to look good on our table. Being mixed is hard anyway. It shouldn't be though. Being mixed should... We need to change how being mixed is in the world, because it should feel like just being in a world where you have two loving, supported families instead of two deranged, unsupporting families that hate you because they don't like people mixing. We need to change that in the world. We need more mixed people. Because love is love. And all the mixed people need to find respect from all the communities in the world. Very utopian, I know. I'm being super utopian here. Controller when? No. You can't have a controller, Alice. This is a prison cell. We're gonna give you the Nintendo with your favorite games so you can see the boot screen, but we're gonna take away the controller. So all that you can do is rage. Is rage in your cell that we've taken the controller away. And eventually you'll get so mad that you destroy the Nintendo. Nah, I'm just joking. You can have a controller. She can have a controller. Okay, yeah, taking away the controller would be mean. I was being mean. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I've got to give a controller now. Let's see how we're gonna build this controller up. We need like maybe a loop top, and we want this to be Nintendo-ish. Well, America has lost its goddamn mind. That's sure. Libre is saying that it's insane what's going on inside America. Yeah, I mean, look at the election we just watched. I mean, it was two old madmen pissing themselves on stage. Very sad. Very sad to see such a country that's so loved turning to just senile people pissing themselves on stage and ranting about things. It's very, very sad. And I'm sorry that may sound political, but it's not really political if it's what everybody in the world can see is actually happening. Yes, I know they never should have run Biden. He was clearly senile. The fact they did is kind of mental. Whoops. I mean, I know I shouldn't be getting political here, but I mean, the situation is catastrophic anyway. It's catastrophic socially because different sides of the political views have all stopped talking to each other in any kind of civil way. And now you don't have that civil discourse anymore. It's it means these less than savory people are gonna get power. Unfortunately. I mean, you've got to realize as well that Bernie Sanders is also an 80-something-year-old with no real hope of getting anywhere. I'm going to make this deliberately a bit derpy. Catgirl can have a Nintendo controller, but it's going to be a derpy one. And have one of those kind of like 1990s molded hull vibes. In the mid-90s and early 2000s, we had loads of controllers on the market that looked so derpy like this. Among Us, but yeah, I mean, loads of them are like this. It's It's not a joke. Some people in the 90s were actually playing on controllers that looked just like this. Like with all the wonky stuff as well. I mean, for a while this would have been like something that people thought looked really space aged. I mean, like I could have easily neatened. Well, let's neaten these up. Let's neaten some of this up so it's not so terrible. So this stuff doesn't just like look clearly misshapen. Let's reverse that. Let's make these a bit bigger as well. Yeah, I mean the off-brand PC controllers that you used to find in like, I don't know if for you guys it would be like Target or something, but for us it was like PC World. They were generally terrible. They all looked like this. And you used to try and play on them as well, and they would just fall apart. They would just completely fall apart as you played, and the keys were so spongy that you couldn't actually get the... You couldn't get your games to work right, and it was really terrible. Controllers like this were a terrible experience, which is why we're having one in Catgirl Prison. It's why we chose not to use a reference. See how I'm working the backstory into my laziness here? There we go, we've got a controller for Catgirl Prison. We're just gonna throw it on the food tray with the potato, I think. Catgirls are not known for being tidy. Let's rest it on the tuna can. We rest it on the tuna can and then bring the cup back. That looks like what a Catgirl would do. Just get the controller going there with the tuna can and... Especially a Catgirl that have been put in prison. For their crimes against humanity. Center lump is absolutely vile. Yeah, it is. I made sure to keep it all misshapen. This is absolute rage bait now, I know it. As you can see from the rest of the scene, I can model things to scale. But, Catgirl's just getting a really crappy controller. But in a scene with lighting and stuff, you might not be able to tell. Because I'm a meanie. I'm giving you, Alice, I'm giving you a Nintendo for your jail cell. I'm not a meanie. I am not a meanie. But maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. Alice says, can they have a record player? Can they have a record player? I mean, we don't want to make it too comfy. Although we do have a place for a record player. Like, we could put a record player there really easily. You know the parents are tired of your shit when they get you the Mad Catz Nintendo 64 controller. That is so true. That is so true. They were always in this big basket, so on the $9.99 specials. And you would have no pocket money. And you would go down to the shop. And you would go and you would get your Mad Catz or whatever controller. And you would get home and the buttons would fall out. And it was so horrible. I'm convinced this is why so many people are still nerds now in like their 20s and 30s. Because when they were kids, they were given Mad Catz controllers. So now we have to play twice the Nintendo to make up for it. Alice is saying that they play Nintendo because it heals the inner child. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I've had more than one session of Sonic when I've been feeling down. I will admit to that. Yeah, Nobles just said when you go to your friend's house and offers you player 2 and the controller is equivalent of an ergonomic war crime. That's so real. That's so real. I can remember when the PlayStation 1 came out, I used to go to my best friend's house like every night after school. And we would play 2-player games and his controller would have analog sticks. And I would be stuck with the ones without. That guy had all the best Power Rangers toys as well. All the Sonic games slapped. And did you know that if you think you've played Sonic, but you've only played it on Genesis or Mega Drive, you can play again on Master System, and the Master System versions are actually completely different games, even though they're sold under the same branding and label. If you get the Master System versions, they're completely different, but they're also really, really excellent games. Some of the best games made for an 8-bit console. They just knocked it out of the park with them. But, yeah. I shouldn't be ranting so much about how much I love Sonic. Sonic Adventure on Dreamcast, though, as well, is just so good. It's so good, and it's so sad how they ruined the franchise over the years with all the horrible shovelware that they have put out for it. Like, a lot of the modern games on the Sonic franchise they're just such rubbish. And it's a shame because the franchise was so good. To be fair, I have similar feelings about Mario though too. I will admit to having similar feelings about Mario. When this is model the Mickey Mouse finger turntable. No, I'm not feeling like Mickey Mousing today. Alice can have a good turntable. I mean, you can take someone's freedom, but fuck it, you can't take their music. I don't know, it's like the hate that those games got is sometimes too much. But they were not good games. They were not as good as classic Mario. Then again, classic Mario also got a bit overdone. Sometimes with these franchises, they just need to kind of stop. Like, if at one point they had stopped making Mario games for a bit, and they'd brought it back later with like a new premise and maybe some new original characters and stuff, it would have been... It would have been better, but they just sort of They just kept on going on with it, and on with it, and on with it until it was not good anymore. I know that that's an unpopular opinion, especially in sort of nerdy circles. But, like, there's some truth to it. They really did mess up with that stuff. Yeah, the problem with the golden goose, though, is once you've taken so many golden eggs out of it, it stops being like a golden goose and starts being, I don't know, something else. Something distinctly sort of crappier. And it hates me, it pains me to say that. It happens with music as well. A lot of the things that the music industry has done to recording artists is just criminal, because it's taken their work and it typecasts them so much that they can just never make anything else good. And that's not always a good thing. I need to turn down my subdiv levels. How is my scene coming on for? Okay, so we need a record. Let's get some buttons in here. We need to get some buttons in here. Let's put a row of buttons there. If people keep buying it, it doesn't matter. It kind of does matter, though. It does matter because it breaks something about how an industry works that creates problems. Like, a lot of the time as well, the artists end up making a lot less money than they would have made had they continued to develop their creativity. We can't just say of the world, oh, we're making money, so we can dispense with the creativity, because ultimately all the money that you make, it comes from the creativity in the first place. So if you do things that then kill off that creativity, then what, you're not left with anything that holds weight. Alice is saying that she's gonna send Nintendo after me. I mean, she probably should, after I'm putting her in this prison. I mean, it's starting to look like a really cushy prison cell to me, though. But yeah. I mean, you can't just report someone to Nintendo for disliking their scummy business practices either. Like, unfortunately for Nintendo, Too late already, did. No, unfortunately for Nintendo, people can still make their mind up about the nonsense that they do. I mean, all the things that they've done with trying to stop people from playing their games. So Noble says, artist devs, programmers are completely disconnected from the financial success of the games. They have no incentive to ensure success. Yeah, and I mean that's sad. That's sad that artists aren't in control of what they make. And it's a problem in industry wide, really. If artists cared more to look into the business aspects of what they were doing, they would be ripped off less and things would be better. But then again, at some point, like right now, what I'm doing tonight, it's not going to make any money, but it's gonna be entertaining and it's gonna make me a better artist. So yeah, there are complexities to it there, but we do need to do better. We need to do better because it's not good enough for big companies just to monopolize the entire industry and just push out crap to people that the consumer doesn't really want, and that's the problem with it. Like if you shovel 10 different album remasters at somebody, eventually the public's going to get bored of what the artist's doing, and they're not going to think of it as a good artist. They're just going to think of it as sort of the person that put out all of that shovelware. And it's the same with games, and it's sad. Shovelware, it's a problem, people. It's a problem. Noble says in the chat, I just think solo devs and indies have to become more viable. Ditch the suits. They made enough bad decisions in pursuit of live service money. Printer drivel. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, a lot of the time there aren't people like to blame like the suits and stuff, but a lot of the time the problem's actually bigger. Like it's structural in terms of how things are made and how people think about monetizing what they're doing. And then we just got Alice dancing around. Dancing to the record player. Yeah, I think most industries right now are stuck in basically, yeah, a lot of things are just stuck in the past. Like things like exclusive rights contracts for games and stuff. You know, it worked well in the 1980s, and they haven't stopped doing it. And people haven't stopped doing it, despite people being able to prove that it's sort of a detrimental practice. Which is quite bizarre. When am I going to make the Slender game from Unity in Unreal Engine? At some point over the next few weeks, I'm going to start doing some Unreal content, but there we've got a nice record player going. That's looking good. That is looking good. Let's give that a couple of minutes and cycles to see how it's looking. I'm deliberately going for sort of Pixar-y with this scene as well. So not everything's going to be to scale. Also, if anybody on the chat here, or watching afterwards, hasn't tried guava juice, you all need to go out and try guava juice. I have a bottle next to me. It's what I'm drinking for this session. It's a big ass 2 liter bottle of guava juice, and it's really good. So well, let's get some suggestions. What else does a Catgirls prison cell need? Alice, tell me, how best do we punish you in the prison cell? A little bar. A little bar. I'm freakier when I lean into the mic. Leaning into the mic can be fun. Apparently I'm a freaker, a mic eater. Leaning into the mic's fun though. It always makes you sound deeper and bassier. And just a little bit cooler. Oh no, we're putting in a litter tray. If Alice is saying that they're going to use a litter tray, then there's no way that we can't put a litter tray in for her. Alice is saying to the use of a litter tray. Swift, who wouldn't? If you're saying that this room needs a litter tray, then we're putting in a litter tray. Just don't blame me. Don't blame me, Alice, when people make fun of you for pooping in a litter tray. Already blaming me. Alice is already blaming me for the litter tray poop nonsense. Listen, I don't have to clean it. The joke's on you. Bye bye. No, you're responsible for keeping your own jail cell clean. We will not be having litter box poop just casually handed off onto the guards like that. The prison guards in this prison are not for dealing with your poop, Alice. You can't just do dirty protests. She just said R2. R2 or protests and right. Remember though, cat girls must not riot, or Nintendo privileges will be taken away. We need a solidify here. If we just solidify this by a little bit. And add on another subsurf, it should work. There we go. We have a litter box. I'm not filling it with lit though. I think we drove people away with all the litter box talk. I think pooping in the thought of a human pooping in a litter box has driven away all the viewers. I think the litter box under the bed is quite a good Easter egg though. I mean, it explains why the toilet's being used to house the duck. Philic. I'm not ashamed to say that on this. I am a coward. There will be no poop here. There will be no poop here. My God, what am I doing with my life? What have I done with my life? What have I done with my life that I'm sat here at nearly 6 in the morning modeling a cat tray for a cat girl prison? How did we get here? Where will we go now? I think we need some speakers for this record player though. We certainly need speakers for the record player. I think you're gonna get just one big ass speaker in the middle here. You don't get two speakers, you don't get stereo sound. You have to sit in the jail and you've got to listen to things in mono. I'm just gonna go and check up on the poly count for this scene because things are getting a bit slow for me. Okay, they shouldn't be getting... Guys, this is actually a pretty efficient scene. We've got this whole scene and it is only 300,000 verts. Or 400,000 verts, which is pretty good. That is pretty good. Yeah, just one big ass cube speaker. I think when we've modeled this, I'm gonna have to have a break though, because we've been going for a bit of time now. I think this has been a 2.5 hour stream. Do that the lazy way. There we go. If we just throw on a bevel in the subdivision, that should look pretty good now. if we fix out our normals... Oh no, I've done an individual... Okay, we need to, Okay, I'm gonna have to fix something here because I've just done something that's given us internal faces. Because I'm a moron, everyone. Officially a moron. Let's just see how it looks with a subsurf. Subsurf and pray. Okay, that does not look good. There we go, all fixed. Shade it smooth, and then if we just come and add some retention up here. Get a bit of retention there too. And we don't need any at the bottom, so we'll add some anyway. So Alice can now crank the tunes in jail. And we're gonna call for a break there for a few hours. Because I have been modeling. Yeah, you can be up in there. You have to crank some dub for me though, Alice. Right, I'm gonna call an end to this stream now because I've been working for quite some time. And we're nearly 2 hours and 40 minutes into modeling. So, yeah, I should stop and have a break now. But we will be back on another stream soon. And thank you guys all so much for watching. It's been very, very fun. Even the poop jokes have been fun. Yeah, thanks for watching.